Fellows is a privately owned office products company. Globally, we turn over approximately $700 million. In Europe, we have offices in all the main European countries. We turn over about $100 million. As head of European IT, I am responsible for all of the infrastructure used across Europe, including laptops, desktops, printing, the WAN links and the ERP system. And we have about 230 users. Before we virtualized the desktops, Fellows was entirely a thick client company. So we had some very old machines. We had a policy of replacing a third of our estate every year. Due to various reasons, we missed a couple of years. So although we were running thick clients, some of them were exceedingly old, up to 4 and 5 years old. When it came to setting the strategy for the desktops, virtualization was a very attractive proposition for us. When we looked at the time taken every day by every employee in turning on an old computer and waiting to become really productive, the cost savings to go in virtualization were huge. Over 3 years, we projected a £500,000 saving. We did some research and came across Centralis. Obviously we were very interested in Centralis because of their Citrix accreditations, but also because of their Novell accreditations. Fellows Europe is a Novell house. We spoke to Citrix and we heard some very good things about Centralis, so we decided to partner them in this project. We're running Citrix XenDesktop. We have recommissioned our thick clients using the IGEL UDC software to convert them into thin clients. We're running virtualized IBM servers, and we have Atlantis ILIO as a caching device. The Atlantis ILIO software really allows us to push more IOPS at a back-end SAN system that it would natively be able to cope with. So we are able to run, for instance, 200 desktops on a SAN which, if without the ILIO, would only be able to run about 50. Due to the Atlantis software, we can now boot up computers from cold, and they will boot in about 3 minutes and obviously be available to the users. If users are reconnecting to machines which are already powered up, then by using thin clients we're looking at about 15 seconds for a user to be productive. Using the IGEL UDC on a recommissioned thick client, it's about 45 seconds. This obviously compares previously with 20 minutes for our oldest machines to boot up and for the users to be productive. One of the very pleasant surprises about doing a VDI implementation at Fellows was the user take-up. They really appreciate the fact that they can come in and start working. The machines are generally quicker to use, they are much quicker to log on to in the morning. And couple that with the mobility of it, so if users want to use their iPad at home, they can connect direct to their desktop. We don't have any issues around configuring iPads or any concerns about it, because they get to their true desktop that they're using at work. Because of the functionality of the Atlantis software, even when we take into account the extra licensing costs, we calculated that by implementing it we saved about 50% on our capital for the SAN. For anyone looking at going down the virtualization route for their desktops, I would definitely recommend having a look at the Atlantis solution. I would also bear in mind printing. Very often users print large documents, and if they're printing at a remote location across a WAN link, that will have an impact. And I would also keep in mind, if you've got cross-departmental data, obviously you need to virtualize both departments for that data to be in the same place, and so all the users have the same speed.